into the show. We making rich decisions, yeah. We making rich
Smitty, you're the GOAT. Smitty, you're the GOAT. Smitty, you're the GOAT.
Rich decisions, yeah. We making rich decisions. If you know, then you know.
Welcome to another podcast episode of Rich Decisions Podcast, man. We are now live, still at InvestFest, getting all the big entrepreneurs to come in here and do some sit-downs, man. We do got a special guest today, my guy Brandon Deadbeat, in real estate. I know a lot of wholesaling, right? And some new stuff that you want to been telling people how to leverage it with AI.
Yeah.
So today the conversation is going to be around how can we leverage this AI stuff and not get left behind and be able to use it with tactics, either your business or real estate or just real estate.
I mean, in all honesty, like AI is changing the game. It's changing the world. So I think that a lot of these things you can probably leverage as well in your different businesses.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to touch on the topic of real estate because I believe real estate is king. Obviously, you now having a storage facility.
Yes,
obviously,
sir.
How many doors you got now?
I got 111 on the storage facility.
Wow.
Yeah, I got 6 on some other stuff. So I got like, you know,
you got some
a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I love real estate because real estate is king. I feel like it's one of those things that you can literally win in all aspects as long as you buy at the right time. The dope thing about real estate is that you make money when you buy, not when you sell.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's a tax depreciating asset. So as long as you use it in a great way, you'll be able to definitely make a lot more money from it. So I started in real estate wholesaling in 2017.
Okay.
And in all reality, bro, it's one of the best things that I've ever done. Just because of the fact that God's not going to come out here and obviously make more land. We keep having more kids, more babies.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things is obviously we need a place to live.
Yeah.
So I love being in the industry to be able to go and help people understand where they're at when it comes down to just getting in the business with the lowest barrier to entry, which is real estate wholesaling.
Got you, man. So that makes sense, man. And he's right, man. The number one tool to be able to offset when you're actively making money is real estate. And I finally learned it. And I finally started to invest into real estate super heavy. So now I'm in my investing bag. I'm in a position now, I've been investing so heavily that I put myself in positions, and now I'm about to wipe out my whole tax bill. I probably won't take no taxes because I've been investing in real estate so hard. So testing to what you said, 100%, man. Investing in real estate really is going to change the game for most people, whether if you doing it for wealth or whether if you're doing it for tax purposes. It's really a big game changer. So, man, we want to get into some stuff that you got going on, man. You said your strategy is wholesaling.
Yes, sir.
Give us a 3-step plan of how somebody at home right now can take action on a 3-step plan to get their first wholesaling deal.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly a great way to do it. So I'm going to give you 2 ways. Let me give you the free way, and I'm going to give you more of like if you have some resources, okay? So the free way, number one, is that we like to go ahead and partner up with people that already drive for dollars, all right? Driving for dollars is where you go around and you look for ugly houses. Now, I don't really recommend this because we don't, time is money, and I don't want people going out there spending their time on gas and obviously looking for ugly houses. So what we do is that we partner with people like landscapers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, sanitation workers, people that already drive around, Amazon drivers, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you basically tell them, hey, listen, I'm a real estate investor. If you find me any ugly house, if you send me an ugly house, I'll go ahead and pay you a referral fee once I buy that property.
Right.
So the dope
That's
thing
smart.
is that now you're actually getting a bunch of houses, ugly houses for free, where people actually already get paid to do that.
Right.
So the average mailman actually drops around 1,500 pieces of mail per day. And they actually know, they're like the neighborhood mom or dad, they know where all the ugly houses are at. So they know who's going through a divorce, they know what house is vacant, they know which ones are rented, and even the neighbors as well. So imagine having like the UPS lady, right, or the mail lady go ahead. She obviously comes to your mailbox every single day, right? You go ahead and create a leverage, a partnership with her. And the cool thing is that instead of you having to find those ugly houses, you can go ahead and partner up with them.
Man, so all right. So at home, the first step is go get you some partners. If the Uber drivers, the mail lady, and the UPS worker, get you 3 partners.
Yeah.
And then be able to have them be able to do it for you and give them a referral fee. That's a good tactic. I ain't gonna lie, I like that tactic.
Yeah, exactly. So that's literally zero money down, no money out of pocket, just leveraging resources, somebody that you see every single day. Now, the dope thing about that is now what you can go ahead and do is you.
Wait. Before you finish watching this video, I want to introduce myself. I am Kenny Smith, a 7-figure entrepreneur. I help business owners and entrepreneurs leverage credit to start businesses and investments. I teach business owners and entrepreneurs how to clean their credit, build their credit, and get funded their first $50,000 to $250,000 in funding with their LLC. It's called 0% interest business credit card stacking methods. I want to show you this method. I teach this method specifically step by step in my community. My community is less than $2 a day. So what I want to do is I want you to text the word group to this number below,
and you can get access right now for less than $2 a day, how to be able to get that step-by-step process, okay? So you can get back to your video. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys later.
Use a 2-page agreement, very simple. We're just like a real estate middleman. All we do is we find ugly houses, we get them under contract, and we sell them for a higher price, right? So for example, like this shirt was probably made in China somewhere. Obviously we bought it, put something on it, and then we sold it for more money. So everything in the world is wholesale. Even information is wholesale, right?
Yeah, information.
So, exactly. So at the end of the day, that's all we're doing is leveraging 2 pieces of paper, and then we're gonna go ahead and create a profit out of it. But what I like to do, Smitty, is that I also like to go ahead and tell my students how to go ahead and actually become a real estate investor, because I don't want you to keep flipping contracts. I want you to leverage these skill sets so that you can build passive income and also become a real estate investor. So
do you do buy and holds?
Yeah, I do, but only if it makes sense. So I look at 3 things: EOI, TOI, and ROI.
Okay, what are those, bro?
Yeah, I got you. So EOI means effort on investment, right? I want to make sure that it's not a lot of effort that I have to put into the deal, right? If it's too much of a headache, not all money's good money, right? Time on investment. If it's going to take me too much time, I don't want to do it. And obviously return on investment,
100%.
right? So that's basically the easiest ways to go ahead and make sure that you have that blueprint to getting in. Now, that's more the free way, right? Now, with AI, we're leveraging AI right now to do a lot of things, bro. So number one, for those of you guys out there that essentially maybe are introverts, streamers, podcasters, maybe you just don't like to talk to people, you know, you don't like to be at Walmart being a social butterfly. The cool thing about that is that you can actually use AI to role play to become a better closer when you're talking to homeowners. So I actually built this AI bot called the AI Wholesaler, and what it does is that it actually helps you become a better closer. It gives you a rate, and it gives you feedback, and it learns what you should do on your next calls. Yeah, exactly. As well, we're also leveraging the same bot that I created to go ahead and help us with renovations. So all you got to do is take some pictures or have the homeowner send you some pictures. You upload it to the AI, and it'll tell you what it thinks the renovation budget's going to be.
Man, so man, should the people who usually do these type of works, should they be scared? Are they positioning jobs?
I mean, not really, because at the end of the day, you always, what I say is this, right? We use AI to support us. We use it as a backbone. We use it as confirmation. But it's not going to be 100% guaranteed, right? I mean, it's artificial intelligence. So what I like to teach my students is the traditional way, and I like for them to confirm and clarify and also cut the learning curve with AI.
Okay, so you don't think that the people that's in those positions that the AI is doing, they need to be scared?
No, I think it's just going to be really helpful for us as students to get into the game. It's going to be able to cut the learning curve in half, because now instead of me having to find the value of properties and take 15 to 20 minutes, I could just ask AI.
Okay, bet. So just learn how to use it versus be scared that it's gonna just wipe you out of your positioning.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of scared a little bit. I'm kind of scared for some people, because man, some of these jobs and some of these things that I'm seeing people doing is like, if AI literally could do the thing for us and split second, and you taking 3 days to do it, we will never be using the person to take 3 days to do it if it's gonna take a couple of seconds.
Not only that, bro, you know what's even crazier is that in the future, people won't even be able to think, because they'll just go straight to the phone and ask a question.
Wow, man.
So yeah, I think it can be scary, but as far as real estate wholesaling, the barrier to entry and also the process is way easier, because now we can give somebody an offer in literally less than 10 minutes.
Right, bet. So, you know me, man, my industry is credit and funding, so all the people that follow me is all in that industry. They all clean their credit, they all building their credit, they all getting access to capital. But one thing that I'm seeing people always ask about is, all right, well, what do you do with the money when you get the money? Or what is the strategy we're gonna use when we get the money to pay it back, or all these things? So you say you believe that they should invest into real estate. If somebody right now that just got access to their first $25,000 to $50,000, what would be a move that they can make with getting access to their first $50,000? Well, let's just say funding. So they're gonna be leveraging their credit to be able to get into this thing, or deal or scenario that makes sense for somebody that has access to $50,000 today, right now.
Yeah, I got you. It's a great play. So first and foremost, do you mind if I give out no curtains, no gatekeeping?
We don't do no fluffing on the wrist. This is a podcast. If you do, I exited out the video.
I got you. So first and foremost, what you want to go ahead and do is you can go to ifundcities.com, ifundcities.com. Now, at this website, you can find a bunch of private money lenders or hard money lenders. These are people that are going to be able to lend you money on specific details. Now, most of them are asset-based, meaning that they're going to look at the property that you want to go ahead and purchase, a fix and flip, or whatever the case may be, a buy and hold, and then they're going to go ahead and approve you based on the deal. So as long as it has a good margin, you can get somebody in your city to go ahead and literally fund you that deal, okay? And obviously, you're going to need a down payment. That's where your funding part comes in.
What percentage of down payment does the people of the hard money lenders ask for?
Got you. So what we use is called the term LTV, like loan to value.
Yeah.
And essentially, you can do anywhere between 30% down, and sometimes you can do nothing down. So let me give you the play that I run. So first and foremost, I actually went and started leveraging my cash buyers. So when I started to wholesale properties, I started to ask the people that I was selling these ugly houses to, which are fix and flippers, I started to ask them what lenders were they using.
Yeah.
Now, I actually got put onto a private money lender that what she does is that she lends me the money at zero, basically no money down.
Okay.
Right? So this is what I...
specific lender.
Yes, this is a lender in my market, but I'm pretty sure if you go to local RIAs, you start to ask other fix and flippers, you can also get in tune with who they're using, and you can probably get the best rates.
Got you.
All right, so here's the play that I run, and make sure you pay attention. This is really, really important. So this is obviously after you get the ugly houses, you build some capital, you're just flipping contracts, and you're making money. Now you want to start to invest, right? Or maybe let's say you have some funding. So this is what I actually do. After we go ahead and find an ugly house, we go ahead and I call up my hard money lender. Let's just say that I get the property under contract for $100,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have it under contract under $100,000 in my wholesale LLC.
Under contract meaning
that I went to Smitty and I said, hey, can I buy your house for $100,000? And the homeowner was like, yeah, I'll give you my house for $100,000.
Okay, now and they sign it.
They signed the contract.
And an agreement.
And an agreement. It's basically just an engagement. We're not married. We're just going to go ahead and do some business. Now, typically what I would do is I would find somebody to go ahead and buy that contract from me for more money, right? Depending on how much it's worth and how much renovation. But the cool thing about this, right, is that as long as my profit margin is pretty good and the numbers make sense, what I'll do is that I'll get it under contract in my wholesaling LLC. I'll call up my private money lender and I'll wholesale it to my flipping LLC.
Okay.
Right? So let's just say that I wholesale it to my flipping LLC for $125. So I call my private money lender, my hard money lender, and I say, hey, I had this new deal. Could you loan me $125,000 on this deal? So once the actual deal goes under contract and we close, I'm actually getting cut a check for $25,000 to my wholesaling LLC. But now my flipping LLC owns the property and I just got lent the money to flip the house. Now here's the cool thing. Let me tell you, right? The dope thing about this is that you know what I do. So obviously I have a team of contractors. What do we leverage? That
money.
Well, yeah, that Amex Gold, right?
Yeah, the Amex Gold.
So, you know, the top 4 spending categories, right? What do? So Home Depot, Amazon, whatever the case may be, I'm actually now building, right, credit, points, and my spending limit is going up because all I'm doing is using my Amex to go ahead and fund the actual rehab.
100%.
Now, what I also didn't state is that the hard money lender is also going to give you the rehab money, and it's based on draws.
Oh, okay. So the hard money lender has the money they're going to give you. They're going to allow you to do it within draw. So they don't give you like, okay, well, you want $400,000, here go $400,000 and a wire.
So no, they do to the title company on the purchase price. But they also give you the renovation money too.
So the hard money lender send it to the title company attorney, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And they hold it and they give you draws.
Let me explain it. So on the purchase price, when you go to purchase the house, they're going to wire the difference. If you're putting 10% down, basically you put your 10% down and they send the other 90,000 if it's 100,000 to the title company.
Yes. Oh, to the title company.
Yes.
Okay,
but let's just say you still need 50,000 for renovation.
Yes.
They're going to give you that money in draws.
Okay, so is it like, how does the draws work? So
I got you.
Okay, bet. I want to know, like, is it like
the whole play.
25%? Is it like me just fixing the roof and you got to pay for the roof? How does it go?
I got you. So basically what you do, right, is that you start to renovate the property. Now, obviously, a draw means that you do the work and then they reimburse you.
Okay, that's what it is.
So what ends up happening is that I do the work, I get my contractors, they work, right? And then I use my Amex to go ahead and fund the materials and obviously pay them.
Yeah.
I send pictures to my private money lender and then I get reimbursed.
Okay.
So I'm making those payments within 2 weeks and these payments could be 20, 30,000, whatever it is. So it's looking really good on my credit.
Oh, okay. So you benefiting off the credit side while investing into the real estate and getting to that side. So so basically, one of the best tools when real estate is a hard money lender.
Yeah, it could be if you're flipping houses.
Private money.
Yeah, exactly.
And who is better, private money or hard money?
So honestly, it's the same thing, but I would say private. Reason why is because a hard money lending company is more to the public. A private money lender could be you. You got a bunch of capital. I come to you with a deal. You're a private money lender, like, yo,
so guess what, Brandon? Guess what I just started doing?
Private money lender.
I've been wanting to get into like some bigger game type stuff.
Yeah.
And I had to go to one of my mentors, and he taught me how to structure a lending deal. And it's gonna be asset based.
Exactly.
So I actually did my first one, bro. So
congratulations,
I'm actually
bro. Congratulations,
so that's dope, right? So I lended out. This person needed $500,000. They needed $500,000 to be able to invest into one of these projects. It was ARV was gonna be like $900,000.
Okay.
They needed a big budget for it, and I offered them 10%.
There you go.
10% on the money, and I'll get a monthly recurring payment until they pay me back the whole amount.
So you know what's the dope thing about lending, right? Is that especially on assets that obviously have the potential to do better.
Yeah.
Even if they default, all you lent was $500 and it should be in better condition, and obviously it's worth $900. So you win. So you got the interest, your money's in the actual property, and then you're gonna be getting it valued at more than what you spent.
So I want them to win. You know what I mean? I want them to win and complete and execute on the deal. But I gotta be secured on my end. I'm an investor. I mean, I'm trying to help people out and invest in the business. But like I'm starting to get into another scale of business now, and I'm understanding at a high level. Like I would have never understood how to be able to structure a deal to be able to lend money out and be able to get paid properly. Now, what are the things that you think people need to? Do you know how to structure to be a lender in order to do the right things to put in place to be able to become a lender, or do you just want to be the person who's taking the money from the lenders?
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I would rather be the lender. I mean, you know, become your own bank. This is how Bank of America, Navy Federal, all these people, that's how they do it, right? But at the same time, it all starts from wholesaling. And the reason why is because, number one, it's the fastest way to build capital, in my opinion, in real estate investing. Number two, you learn how to invest into real estate by leveraging cash buyers because they're in the market investing. And then number three, the dope thing about it is that now you know the market, you get access to ugly houses or you get access to commercial properties really, really cheap.
Yeah.
And then now you can lend on deals, because a lot of the times, think about it, if your mentor didn't break it down to you, you'd be like, I don't know about lending $500,000.
Nah,
is this a good deal?
I was scared.
Yeah.
I was scared. I'm like, nah. And then I needed their team to help analyze the deal too before I accepted it.
But not only that, how do you put a promissory note to lien that they owe you the $500,000?
You got to put the promissory note in place. What else he said? He said put a also on a mortgage and insurance or insurance.
Insurance.
Become the lien holder, first lien holder on the insurance as well. So that if anything, when they go try to go sell it or anything like that, you the first person to get your money paid back to your pocket.
Exactly.
I was like, all right, I get it. You know what I mean? I ain't taking too much, no crazy risk. But this is how the banks play the game, man. That's so crazy because now they get to be in position to where the other people do the work.
Exactly.
You take on the headache, the stress.
Exactly.
I'll be the person who can lend you the money and make money off being at home, chilling passively without doing no work.
Exactly.
I want to be in that position, and that's why we grow here. But playing that game on another level is like you got to have access to money. Like you cannot. That's not a game for people that got less than $200,000,
so
less than $500,000.
So yeah, so let me complete the play, right? So I get it under contract under my wholesaling business.
Yeah.
I wholesale it to my flipping LLC, make that quick profit up front.
Okay.
I grab my private money lender, she lends me the money.
Yeah.
I leverage my credit card to renovate the house. Once the house is done, okay, I go ahead and call Navy Federal or whoever, refinance.
Okay.
Now it appraises for the ARV, so it appraises for what it was supposed to be in good condition.
Yeah.
I pay my hard money lender out, and now I own a property with zero money down, and I made $25,000.
And what do you call that $25,000 that was made? What is that called?
I guess you could just call it a wholesale fee, because in all reality, it's like you having a business funding business and then having a consultant business.
Yes.
So let's just say that one business charges the other business for a fee, but you own both.
You got to get
but the dopest part about it is that now I own an asset that I literally made money on top of that I profit.
So basically your return is infinite.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's infinity.
Exactly. Now I can stick a tenant in there. They pay obviously the mortgage down, and guess what? If you do that 10 times, and let's just say you wait 20 years, each house is worth $100,000, you have $1 million.
Yeah.
And that's not even including passive income, because let's say each property now cash flows for $1,000, that's $10,000 a month.
Whew. So man,
so you don't need a 401k or a pension. If you get into real estate the right way, you good.
Yeah, so this is about strategy, man. It's about learning. It's about getting the right person that did this stuff 100 times to be able to teach you a blueprint, you be able to follow it. That's the best strategy we all know. Get you some guidance, get you some coaching, get you some consulting first, and make it easier for you to do the things you're trying to do.
Smith, you know what's one product you can never go broke from?
Real estate.
Intellectual property.
100%. That's right too. 100%. I thought you were going to real estate, but yeah.
No, definitely.
Because
it's what you know.
100%.
people pay us for what we know, man.
Yes,
I wanted to
100%.
show you real quick, if you mind.
Yeah.
I wanted to have my AI bot call me so that you can see how homeowners. So essentially, what we do, right, is that we grab a list of pre-foreclosures, vacant properties, divorce, incarcerations, whatever the case may be. One of my favorites is code violations, meaning that, you know, there's big signs in the yard saying that the house is in bad shape.
Okay.
Right? And what we do is that we text blast them. So we straight text blast all these people. Now, we use AI to text blast them. And if people want to actually have a call, the AI will actually call them.
What do you mean? Hold on, bro.
Yeah.
What you mean the AI gonna call them? Like, meaning they just gonna like, what you mean by call them? Like
so
talk
let me
to them as a
explain.
live person, or just like say a little voicemail?
No. So they're actually gonna have a full conversation to make sure that these people are pre-qualified so that me and my team can actually close them. So we're only spending time with people that are in a bind.
Hold on, so they can be able to call multiple people in a short period of time. So like, let's just say you blast out to 10,000 people. What if 500 people want to talk to you? Talk to the bot.
Yeah, so here's the dope thing about AI. Number one, even if it's 4th of July, she's still gonna work.
Wow.
Number two, guess what? She not W-2.
Powerful.
She not W-2, so I don't gotta worry about any of that type of stuff. Number three, she never gets tired.
Wow.
Number four, guess what? She never gonna have no attitude on the phone because she's
Right.
upset that her
She don't
boyfriend.
have a bad day.
yeah.
So they can really call them live?
Yeah, so
Bro,
basically.
show me an example.
Yeah,
then,
let
bro.
me show you an example.
Let me show you an example. Like, you can put it to the mic so we can hear the actual conversation.
I got you. It's literally insane. So let me go ahead and do this really quickly. And listen, guys, if you're not paying attention and you really trying to get to the real estate game, AI is basically the best way to get started. It's just super important that you get into the game.
Yeah, man. Let's see this AI, man. Let me hear and see this right here. I gotta see this one.
All right, Smith. She's calling me right now. This is my AI bot that we use for real estate. Hello.
Hey, Brandon, giving you a call back. How is it going? My name is Emily, and I'm actually AI powered. But don't worry, I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm calling about your property located at 820 Sherry Drive.
What?
Yeah, I'm actually right now on a podcast with my guy Smitty. But yeah, what do you want to know?
No worries at all, Brandon. I totally get it. What day and time would work better for a quick chat? I can make sure our finance specialist reaches out when it's more convenient for you.
No, I mean, we can talk right now. You got an offer or what?
I have a couple more questions before I can give you an offer. We typically look at two different types of properties. A, properties that are fully renovated and are comparable to modern 2025 homes. Or B, properties that may need some work and are investor friendly. Which one best describes yours?
I would probably say B. My house is jacked up. It needs a lot of work. But I get these calls all the time. Like I said, I'm on a podcast right now. Can you hurry up?
Got it. All right. So if given the opportunity where time and money weren't a factor, what would you change about the property?
Like I told you, I changed everything. It's bad. It's real bad. But listen, I want $100,000. If you got $100,000 cash, I'll sell it to you right now.
Okay. So just to clarify, you're looking for a cash amount of no less than $100,000, correct?
Yeah, exactly. That we talking big money.
100,000.
Got it, Brandon. Just one more thing. If we were to come to an agreement, how soon would you like to get this done?
Like I said, I'm literally on a podcast right now, Rich Decisions, and I don't have a lot of time. Can you take it for $100,000 or not?
I understand, Brandon, and I appreciate your patience. We need to gather a little more info before moving to the offer.
All right. Hey, call me back tomorrow. I got to go. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yo, hey, no, that thing is that thing just had a full-blown conversation, and it was urban, bro. It didn't sound like a robot.
Exactly.
Even though it's AI, she was like, no, bro, it sounded like a real person.
Yep.
She responded in real time.
Yep.
It wasn't delayed.
It sounded like a sister. It sounded like somebody from Philly, New York.
You know, so like it was urban. That's why I said it's urban.
Yeah.
And then it's like they having an on-time conversation. It's not delayed. It doesn't sound like she responsive to everything you said in the right manner.
Yeah.
Literally could talk to hundreds of people like that. So how do you use that in your business, and how is the best effective? And how can people at home be able to use it to make it effective for their business?
Yeah, so it's literally changed the game because I'm gonna be honest with you, most people don't like to talk to people, right?
Right.
And not only that, people like to talk to qualified people, right? Do you actually want to sell your house? Is your house in bad shape? And can we make a deal happen? So the
Right.
dope thing about this is the actual plan. Number one, I show my people how to go ahead and use AI to get the best market research done. So we use AI to give us the hottest zip codes in our area so that we know what targets to go after. We then use it as well, another AI bot, to go ahead and help us with cash buyers. We need to get our cash buyers to tell us exactly where the ugly house is at. At that point in time, we also use AI to tell us what type of list to go after in that market. Atlanta is different from Chicago. Chicago is different from Maryland, Baltimore, whatever the case may be, right? And then once we get that list, we have Jasmine, my AI agent, we have her text all these people. Once we text them, they can either be qualified through text AI, or if they said, hey, can we speed up the process? Do you want for me to call you? That's when Jasmine goes ahead and actually calls automatically without me doing anything.
Wow, bro.
So if the homeowner says, yeah, call me, then Jasmine calls and does all of this.
So typically, what would it used to be before you had the AI that it would have to been done?
Man, crazy.
Like you had to call one
I'd
by
have to
one?
manually call everybody, or I'd have to drive around looking for, Yep.
There's no way you used to call one by one, bro. It's like hundreds and thousands of people.
I used to call one by one, or also we used to use a dialer. So it was either both things. And now with AI, the whole game has changed.
Oh my God, bro. So now you hands off of that. It's systematically getting out, filtering out the people who are more qualified for you. Now you just get to, wow, bro.
Bro, we even
That's
have
what we
we even have AI now actually structuring deals like you did, like you put together hard money loans. It can tell me how much I'll cash flow, how much I should buy it for, what I should wholesale it for. Even if I'm, bro, I can do it to where the homeowner's a cancer patient dealing with this, that, and the third. It can create a whole script for me so I could tell it word by word and how to build empathy and sympathy to get that deal closed.
Bro, if y'all not paying attention and understanding, man,
it's crazy.
The AI industry is taking over, and it's taking over fast. Like, don't be the person who's not leveraging this in your business, especially if you're trying to think about real estate. Like, the tactic he just gave y'all is such a lethal tactic that, like, it could change your whole business model to a whole other level, because now you get your time back, or your team time back, that you're paying people to do these, and be able to fluctuate it to a perfected system to be able to produce leads automatically all day, every day, which is amazing. And it's just like, man, AI is just really, really crazy to me, bro, because it's like so many different layers to this that we're going to be able to leverage and use. It's just, I feel like it's going to be so much easier and better for us to be able to do things with this, like, helping hand, this helping thing that we can be able to have by our side whenever we want to. And like, it's powerful to be able to put it into real estate. I wasn't even thinking about how it was gonna help real estate, but you just gave me a clear answer on just like a couple different components of what we're gonna be able to do, man. So what else do you do in real estate that you feel like AI can start playing a bigger part in, besides just like the cold calling part? You had gave me a tactic earlier. You said it do some stuff, but like, what do you think like real estate industry would need next in order to like really make the game easier for you to be able to do the things you do in every day in real estate?
Yeah, I mean, so one of the biggest things is gonna be creative financing. Have you heard of it before? Okay. So creative financing is more where instead of you wholesaling the house, instead of you selling the actual purchase price, you actually wholesale the monthly payment. So I'll break that down for you. Creative financing could be like seller financing, where you go to a house.
I bought my deal seller financing.
There you go. So basically what you do with that is that you're negotiating, instead of using the bank, you're negotiating straight with the other homeowner or the seller to go ahead and actually structure the deal. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna pay you, 10% down for 30 years on 6%. So creative financing is so dope with AI. Why? Because what you can do is you can take an address, you can tell it that you want to do a seller finance deal. You only have maybe $5,000, but you want to be able to go ahead and at least cash flow X amount of dollars. And what it'll do is that it'll take the Zillow's estimate. Let's say Zillow's estimate is $2,000. It'll create that whole seller finance deal to make sure that you cash flow X amount of dollars, and only with that $5,000 down.
So you can send an offer based upon what AI just drafted with you with the number, because it's the numbers game.
Exactly. So our bot, what we would do. So check what we would do, bro. What we would do is that I'll have it draft up an offer. An LOI is called a letter of intent.
100%.
B, I'll have it draft up also a text template so I can text the homeowner
100%.
and make it more salesy. Number two, I'll have it also draft up an email to make it more salesy. And then also I'll have it draft up a script so that when I call them, if they have any rebuttals, I can make sure that I go ahead and go over it.
So AI really structuring the offer and the underwriting of your deals that you can send to people.
100%.
And it's going to put you in a position to do the numbers already for you, calculated to where you can cash flow the exact amount of money that you want to cash flow. And if somebody accepts it, you know the numbers work because that's how you put it into the prompt.
Let me give you this gem, bro.
Yo, that stuff is crazy.
Listen, you can do this with subject 2 as well.
Subject 2. I heard of it. I don't know too much. I heard about it though.
Let me kind of explain that to you. So subject 2 is essentially where, for example, let's say you got a car, a Lamborghini.
And I got one. Come on, tell.
Yeah. So let's just say you no longer want to go ahead and make the payments on that car, but let's just say you're upside down. The Lamborghini market went down. Yeah. What you could do is you could go ahead and reach out to another influencer and have them make payments on your behalf, but the car is still in your name. Yeah. So now, guess what we might do? Let's say your payment is $5,000 a month. What I'll go ahead and do is I'll put it on Turo, and I'm making $1,000 a day. So the car is in your name, the debt is in your name, but I'm just making the payments on your behalf, and I don't have to worry about having that big liability on obviously on my car profile.
While you're renting it out.
Exactly, while I'm running it up. So subject to is the same way. Let's just say somebody's going through a pre-foreclosure. Yeah. What I can do is I can take over the payments, but leave the mortgage in their name. Okay. So I'll be owning the house, right? The deed, the title will be in my name, but the mortgage, the Bank of America still says Smitty. Yes. So what I do is I fix it up, I'll put it on the market for rent, and guess what? If let's just say that you pay $1,000 a month, I'll rent it out for $2,000. Yeah. But let's just say I took it over in year 15. The average mortgage is 30 years. So 15 years has already been taken down. Yeah. So I only got 15 years left. I'm at a great interest rate, and I'm cash flowing off of your debt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you could also use AI to structure a deal for subject to as well, to say how much money can I put down, how much money can I cash flow based on the mortgage and all of that. But I wanted to give you another gem, right? Another thing that we're doing with AI is that we're using it. What we're doing is that we're saying, hey, give me all the pre-foreclosures listed on Zillow. Yeah. All right. And then tell me based on the listing price, which one has the best equity. Yeah. And make me a spreadsheet with the contact information so that I can call them and structure a deal.
Oh my God.
And it's doing it all from Zillow.
What do you have to do manually anymore?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I'm really thinking, and I'm trying to think about like where would you need like a big team to be doing all this stuff?
So you don't need a big team. That's why I call it my AI family. The only thing you really need is the education, the AI, and that's essentially it, man.
Right, and then the best. I keep hearing about AI. Like the best thing about it is, it's AI and it's nice, but you got to know how to prompt it properly in order to produce the good result.
And that's what people don't understand. Yeah.
So come on, B. Give us 2 good prompts you use personally right now to be able to put something in an AI that'll spit out something good for people, but like give them a specific prompt that you got it. If you can find that, all right? Yeah, While he doing that, y'all, man, today is very, very powerful. If y'all see us looking into the crowd right now, we in an influx of thousands of people right now, man, in InvestFest. So like, if y'all see us looking at people, it's people right here that looking at us. It's thousands of people right now in the booth walking around looking at us, man. And, me and Brandon here getting busy on the podcast.
Crazy, it's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna give you a quick gem, all right? Yeah. So first and foremost, this is the one that you want to go ahead and use. Yeah. Now, this is going to be really good when it comes down to the hottest zip codes in your area. Yeah. So make sure that you go ahead and pay attention, because the reason why people fail in wholesaling, Smitty, is because a lot of the times, bro, what ends up happening is that they go after the ugly house first, but then they have no cash buyers. Right. So what we do is that we find the hottest market, and then we find the cash buyers, and then the cash buyers already lined up to buy the deal.
How you find a cash buyer?
Great question. So number one, we also use our AI to go ahead and do something.
Out of here, man.
But let me give you the actual prompt.
That's just hard. That's good.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So let me give you the actual prompt.
All right, come on. 2 prompts. We need 2 prompts.
I got you with 2 prompts right here.
I'm getting y'all the sauce, so y'all better thank me in the comments right now.
All right. So first and foremost, this one's called ARV Genius. All right, this one's gonna be exactly what you want to go ahead and do. You want to say, find me the highest sold comps for the address in the last 6 months, and estimate the max ARV based on similar properties fully renovated in the past 180 days.
Perfect.
Okay.
So that's the exact prompt that they need to put into the AI system. That's the exact prompt
yes. Now, ChatGPT, it may not be the best for it. Okay. Obviously, we created our own AI bot, which is called the AI Wholesaler, that we give to all of our university students. Okay. You may have to play with it. With ChatGPT, what you have to do is you have to tell it who it is or who it needs to become, and then tell them the context. Yeah. But yes, that's the exact prompt, all right? Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you another one as well. Okay. That's going to be for the kind of like the subject to stuff or all of that.
So it's a prompt for what and the subject to stuff.
So like, basically, how to analyze a deal. Okay, yeah. So help me, this is the exact prompt, y'all. Help me analyze a subject to wholesale deal with the following details. Okay. This is all you got to give it. Property address, what the seller owes, and their monthly payment. And then tell them what money you have. Let's just say you got $50,000 from Smitty right now on a credit card. Yeah. You can tell them, hey, I got $50,000. If you don't want to put any money down, then you don't have to do that at all. Then all you got to do is upload some pictures of the ugly house for the renovation. Yeah. And then guess what? tell it to use the value from Zillow, and it can go ahead and break down a whole subject to deal to make sure that you cash flow based on what your down payment may be or any down payment at all.
Hey, man, he just gave y'all the sauce, man. He just gave y'all 2 good prompts that y'all can go use. So, like, some people will be in the comments and having excuses and things like that. Like, now is a time in today's era where you don't have that many excuses not to be producing something, not to be starting something, not to be building something, man. It's like, bro, you can come on these YouTube podcasts and listen to people like us, and then now you got AI by your side, bro. It's literally like, if you're losing out here and don't want to build something, don't want to start something, it's like, that's kind of like going to be on you now, bro.
Exactly.
Like, when we was growing and when we was building, like when we was locked in, bro, we didn't have all these tools, but we had to really grind. We had to really learn. We had to go in person and learn. We got to learn on a chalkboard, whiteboard, and we had to be sitting down, study for hours and hours and hours. You mean to tell me now they got AI to be able to do it for you? Like, that's like, bro, it's like the ultimate game changer ever, because now you get all these different things that be telling y'all today, and it's like, bro, how could you lose?
Yeah, I mean, the only way that you can't lose is just by not doing the work.
Yeah,
and a lot of times what they say is that weak minds discuss people, average minds discuss events,
100%.
and strong minds discuss ideas and action. And 100%. I mean, that's the biggest thing, bro, is like, how can we go ahead and get in the game? How can we get started? But I'm going to tell you now, like, it's changing so fast that you want to make sure that you get behind the ball now, because AI is growing every single day.
And then we talk about the good stuff, right? Now we need to, like, talk about a little bit of the negative stuff, like, not the negative stuff, but like, what are the mistakes that people are making in the real estate industry of why they can't grow, or why they can't get to the next level, or why they can't build a right portfolio? What do you believe is the #1 mistake that they're making right now in the world for the people that's trying to get into real estate or grow in their real estate portfolio? What have you seen that people are making mistakes with that they need to, like, know that they don't need to be doing this mistake?
So number 1, they listening to the wrong people, bro.
Okay, listen to the wrong people.
I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the day, when you go to the gym, does everybody have a 6-pack?
No, everybody don't got 6-pack.
Exactly. So a lot of the times what people may say is, oh, isn't real estate wholesaling saturated, or isn't real estate really hard to get into? But that's like saying everybody in the gym got a 6-pack. So you're taking advice from people that unfortunately have tried, but they failed. You need to start taking advice from people that actually tried and made it.
100%.
Okay? So that's the biggest key, is understanding that your parents dictated your history, but your mentors will dictate your future.
Exactly.
Right? You have to make sure that you're making the right decisions and grabbing yourself somebody that knows what they're doing. So that's #1.
And you know what I said, bro? I said this. I never listen to people who I wouldn't trade places with in life.
Exactly.
I never listen to people who I wouldn't trade bank accounts with in life.
Exactly.
Because it's like, why would I listen to somebody when you haven't been where I want to go?
Exactly.
It's like, bro, this could be even y'all spouse. This could even be y'all grandparents. This could be y'all mom.
Because you know what it is,
They got your best interest at heart.
They think because they know you, they owe you. Right? You went to school with them? They went to middle school? Nah. Listen, that's why you have to understand that we have what's called a mindset. So since you're a little boy or since you're a little girl, you have been indoctrinated to think a certain way because of your parents. So if your parents also didn't make it, they're probably not the best person to get advice from. So what you have to do is you have to recalibrate your mindset to get in the game and start taking actionable steps. Right? I mean, it doesn't take a long time to make a lot of money. It takes a long time becoming the person to do it. It took me 26 years to get where I wanted to really be. I didn't really start living life until 26, bro.
I didn't start living life until like 28, bro.
Exactly, because in all reality, that's when my earning capacity actually was unlimited.
Right.
A lot of people, they don't look at their job and say, okay, you know what, I make $9.25 an hour. I can only make $200 a week. That's X amount of dollars per month, X amount of dollars per year, unless my boss quits, right? Or I go ahead and get promoted. That's the most amount of money I can make. That's why you got to get an industry that allows you to make a lot of money in a certain amount of time.
100%. And I'll back in on, like, not listening to the right people, right? You had said it earlier too. Not listening to the right people can mess you up, because let's just say you have a husband or a spouse or a mom that's saying, don't listen, this is a scam, go learn that real estate stuff, or these people not really teaching you things. And it's like you're listening to people who make $50,000 a year, but your goal is to make, $500,000 in a year or $1 million in a year. Why would you go listen to people who you have not been the thing that you want to do? That doesn't make any sense.
It don't make no sense at all.
Listen to your boyfriend tell you, don't go listen to the person who make $1 million. Listen to me. The person only made $70,000 a year.
Crazy.
I want to listen to somebody that made $70,000 a day. I don't want to listen to nobody making $70,000 a year.
Let me tell you something even crazier. When you want to become a nurse, who you learn from?
Professors.
A nurse, You want to become a
100%.
doctor, you learn from a doctor. You
Yeah.
want to get into mechanic school, you learn from a mechanic.
Yeah.
When you want to learn business, that person teaching business hasn't even made $1 million in a year.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
But it's so weird, right? And you start to also understand that these people aren't here for us, man. Society is not built for us to win.
It's
Why
definitely tough.
why is it that you can go and get a personal a credit card, $25,000, and they be fed, but when you want to go ahead and get a business credit card, you got to run through a whole bunch of hoops, and they give you $10,000, $15,000.
Yeah, and why they give you $100,000 in student loans? They give you $100,000 in student loans, but they don't give you $100,000 when it comes to trying to start a business. Oh, you got to do all these accolades. You got to jump through all these hoops. You got to do all this credit stuff. You got to do all this LLC stuff. You got to do all this different stuff. When I go to a student, when I get a $100,000 student loan, you don't make me do nothing but sign a paper.
Let me ask you this. When your daughter was born, did she have to go ahead? Did you have to go ahead and get life insurance or health insurance before she left the hospital?
No.
Okay, but when you bought that Lamborghini, did they let you leave the lot without car insurance?
No, need insurance.
Why is that, Smith?
Bro, because this corporation, man, this U.S. corporation, bro. It's not even a country. It's this corporation trying to make money all the
business.
time, man.
So you have to understand that you got to play the game correctly.
Okay, but hold on then. Let's talk about that a little bit too, because I just bought a house, bro, for the first time.
Congratulations.
I bought $1 million house. At first it was this. Congratulations.
Yeah, I see you've been going crazy on it.
But then I got pissed. No, I got mad.
Yeah.
And I want your opinion on this. So this is just your opinion, bro. The mortgages, man. Did you know that people had to pay in full for their houses a long time ago, right?
Uh-huh.
And then today made a bank product, mortgage.
Yep.
I personally is looking at this mortgage thing and I understand it from a different perspective. And I don't think it's financially smart to go buy a home as a primary house when you first get like a little bit of money or get a little bit, or you get married and you get your spouse and like you do the American dream of first get married, spend a whole bunch of money getting married, and then go buy a house. Now you have to pay this mortgage. And did you mean to tell me that this is 90% interest only?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll tell you this, it's an ethical scam, but it's an ethical scam because you signed up for it, right?
Oh, well.
Right?
I mean,
it's like when people get a job and they're like, man, these people only paying me $9.25 an hour. You knew how much they was gonna pay you before, right? So let me give you my take on what you just said.
Okay.
Number one, the reason I'm gonna tell you this, that whole TikTok thing of you buying a duplex, living on one side and renting out the other is trash.
Oh,
now,
okay.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, let me know.
Because $300 cash flow, that $300 that you're making is not going to retire your mom. It's not going to have you in Turks and Caicos on the weekend. It's not going to go ahead and allow you to quit your job.
Okay.
Now, the rich and wealthy, we buy real estate for tax deductions and generational wealth.
Okay.
And to keep our money in the bank.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to tell you my opinion on what you did. Now, the reason why that it makes sense for you is because you're not paying your mortgage. Your other businesses pay your mortgage.
And
so it makes sense for you as an entrepreneur because you use that as marketing, and obviously you have to offset it when it comes down to your tax bill.
100%.
But is it smart for the regular average person to go ahead and buy a property? In my opinion, I would first buy a fixer-upper, or I would go ahead and obviously make a lot of money and then use real estate as a safekeeping to keep your money there. Now, I will also say this. You make money when you buy, not when you sell. So the reason why you probably don't like this is because you bought at the peak of the market. You probably bought it what it's worth. It's a brand new house probably.
I did. It's a brand new house, bro. It's a new development.
Exactly. Now let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you would have bought the house from, let's just say, Shaq or some old baseball player, renovated it, let's say it's worth $2 million, and you bought it for $1 million and you put $300,000, $400,000, now you have $600,000 of equity. You could go ahead and refinance and use that money to go ahead and get more properties.
Okay.
Right? It's kind of like where you guys sometimes, you can rent out your trade lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it is with real estate. But in all reality, I would definitely say that it's all about when you buy and how you buy it.
Okay. So I just learned a lesson with that too, because it's like you made some good points that I didn't think about. So things that I didn't think about that make sense too. First of all, you signed up for it, and first of all, it's just about how you do it. It's just a strategy around it.
It's just
not
a strategy.
Like, you just can't just get out here and do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have a strategy and plan with it, and then you can be able to make good moves with it.
For example, when I started into the credit industry, I used to go places and guess what I used to do? Oh, I just got this new car, swipe.
Yeah.
Not knowing that in all reality, that swipe is not, I'm not gonna get no points, or I'm not gonna get any money back, any cash back. I should have used this card because this card will give me go ahead 4 points because of this type of purchase.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's kind of like understanding which card to use when you're gonna go ahead and do
100%.
it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. But at the end of the day, man, you need credit and you need real estate to win in the game of life. 100%.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, bro, because all the people that I've been teaching and all y'all on my YouTube, man. I've been giving y'all all these tools, all these resources, all this game about, you know, cleaning your credit, building your credit, and get access to your first $20,000 credit cards and things like that. But all the things that y'all keep coming with is after I solve that problem and help y'all get that result, y'all always ask me what to do with the money. And now when I start doing these podcasts with these people that's doing different things in different industries, you guys need to tackle home with it, because now you're going to start getting the tools and the resources of what to do with the money in order to make you more money. And stuff like this that Brandon got for y'all, like, man, it's like such a good combination hand in hand with me teaching them how to get access to money and then how to be able to leverage the money to make the money with different sources and different business models, which is in your case the real estate stuff. So, man, I think it's a powerful collaboration on people understanding both sides and then leveraging both sides to be able to get to the next level. And I think it can work, you know what I mean? But I always say go get the information first. You just hearing something, just because you heard it don't mean you can actually do it. Exactly. You got to go get the actual plan. You got to go get the actual blueprint. You got to get the actual step-by-step process, 1 through 10, you know, 1 through 5, or whatever case may be, and then go try your movie. Now, is we saying everything going to be perfect? No, it's not going to be perfect. But would you have a better percentage chance of winning? 100%.
And you have to understand that, you know, you can't look at things as an expense, but more as an investment.
Exactly.
A lot of the times you guys think that because it's content on YouTube that it's going to have all the steps. No, it's like IKEA. It's going to be missing steps 10 through 12, but it might have gave you the first 9. But you have to go ahead and make sure that you pay somebody or invest in yourself to get that information, because at the end of the day, what you're cutting is that trial and tribulation that person's giving you. And a lot of this is about relationships and networks. I have students right now that use my private money lender to flip their house, and they're coming out no money out of pocket because they're in my market, right? Or I might have gave them a gem. For example, I'll give you another gem. A lot of people say, hey, Brandon, how do I virtually wholesale? Like if I live in Atlanta, how can I close a deal in Detroit? Because I don't want to ask the homeowner for pictures. Well, what we do is that we use mobile notaries. Instead of them going over there and having somebody fill out a piece of paper, I pay them $20 to go and take pictures of the house.
Oh, okay, bad.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times little gems and things that may cut your learning curve in half to go ahead and get you that result that you're looking for.
Yeah, that stuff cutting it all the way, even under half, man, because that was just some more games right there. So, man, I think we touched on a lot of good points today, man. You got a good outline when it comes to this real estate and AI stuff, bro. I think it's a good conversation for people to start getting into, and I think I want to really, really tone in on y'all, really start taking advantage of just like learning and understanding the AI and learn how you can use it into your business. And in this case today, we talk about real estate and AI, but like, you know, how could you be able to learn more tactics with it? How could you even get more educated on it? How could you get more tools or resources like Brandon got to be able to use it to be able to make your life easier? Stop trying to work so hard. You know, we work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
Right? The more harder you work, the less money you make actually. You actually need to work smarter and use your brain to make chess moves and not play checkers at this stuff, man. So I think today was pretty good, man. Do you got anything coming up that you want them to get access to or tap into or jump into that they can be able to tap in to be able to learn this stuff, bro, or what?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested in getting started and you want to go ahead and learn, you can go ahead and DM me AI. Or hit the link in my bio. My Instagram is @BlueNotesBrandon, BlueNotesBrandon.
Yes,
and I'm typically having some classes, and I'm always just learning more and more as well with AI.
Always.
And my biggest thing is, you know, you get what you deserve, right? When you wake up in the morning and you don't like how your body looks, well, you should have ate better. If you wake up in the morning, you don't like your bank account, you should have, you know, obviously saved or invested better. So my biggest thing is obviously showing people how to take this information. But number 2 is putting the action behind it, putting some action behind that prayer so that you can get what you deserve. Every single time that I've worked hard, it paid off.
100%. And man, with that being said, it is the Rich Decisions Podcast. This is another episode, y'all. Y'all go tap in with my guy, Brandon. It's another one, man. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Appreciate you, Smith.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.